Here's another reason I chose to have an outdoor wood stove. All the dirt. Anybody that uses a wood stove knows there's a lot of filth involved. A lot of ash, a lot of cleaning, a lot of dust, a lot of filthy stuff inside your home or wherever your stove is. I keep cardboard boxes and flammable papers and junk and scraps of sticks and twigs, and then of course your wood stock, all right next to the wood stove. And then I sweep this daily. All this filth comes from having your wood stove and burning firewood. So I have mine outside the RV so that I don't have to deal with that filth inside. And the worst is when you're emptying your ash from your wood stove, you stir up a mess. I don't care how careful you are. I've never been able to do it perfectly. You can do pretty well, but you're going to kick up some dust. And this keeps my RV clean and spotless, which I prefer. Look what I found this morning. My first eggs. So finally the hens are laying. I do believe this is from the little tiny bantam. They're a little bit smaller than normal. They're almost normal size, but they're a little smaller, so I think these are both from the little tiny bantam hen. I'm not sure, but I think one of the big reds is also a hen because it's sitting inside the chicken coop all the time. And I'll show you later if I get a chance. They're free ranging right now, so if I get a chance later I'll show you the birds and let you see the difference in them. But I've got eggs, finally. I cut a 20-foot water pipe in half. Yes. It was a horrible crime against the world. But I did it for a reason. I'm sitting here in the dark with no electricity in my RV day and night for weeks, suffering miserably, and I have a wind turbine sitting here that can produce energy, which, by the way, as soon as I turn on the camera it stops. That's typical and funny. That's the way things go. But I wanted to get this up. I wanted to get this running now. I didn't want to wait until I could afford the materials to properly mount a tower up higher. I wanted it up now, producing power right now. So I knew I cannot raise a 20-foot pole without destroying the wind turbine. I can't. I don't have the equipment, I don't have the guy wires yet, I don't have the materials yet. I cannot raise a 20-foot pole. That LED light up there was a nightmare to raise up with two men. That LED light above the RV was a nightmare to raise up by hand. Take 30 pounds and put it up in the air? Forget it. There's no way. Not without proper equipment. Not without damaging the wind turbine. So I cut the pipe in half so that I could mount it safely and quickly. I wanted to get this up now, and it is producing power. So I also have a bunch of these water pipes out here in the forest, which I'll show you in a minute. So that's another reason I cut this. It didn't matter. I have plenty of them. And I can also put this back together and make a whole one. So yes, I cut a 20-foot pipe, but it's no big deal. I got a bunch of them. Here's a bunch of those pipes just laying here waiting to be used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. So that's 2 60-foot towers, by the way, or 120 foot, which I'll never ever be able to get up there. But there we have 6 more pipes. That's why I made the choice to cut one, because I thought about it, I calculated my options, and I wanted wind power now, and I know I can always put these up later. So there it is. But still, I have to get the equipment before I can set up a tower safely. Putting up a wind tower is not a simple task. I've studied this for years, In theory, I know how to do it. In reality, I've never done it. So I knew I could get that up 10 foot high safely without damage, without danger. I knew I could not manually lift it up 20 foot. So I just got it up. I had to get it up. And now I'm producing power, so I'm happy I did. Anyway, the old off-grid homestead is looking good. Got the fire going. Got it warmed up inside. The sun is shining, but it is cold. This week we're supposed to get some snow. I'm actually hoping that we do get some snow. I'd like to see a good 2 foot of snow dump on this roof so I can figure out how safe and strong it's going to be. 85 degrees in the bedroom and 67 on the porch. Not bad, actually. I mean, sure, it's not like the most comfortable. Well, that's weird, it changed a little bit. Not the most comfortable having it hot, but I prefer hot than cold. My chickens follow me around everywhere. That's pretty cool. I am rewiring the solar panels. I'm actually repositioning the bases on them as well. And I'm hoping to have two arrays actually. I'm going to redo them all and set them up so that this catches the morning sun, this catches the late morning, and then midday and afternoon. And I'll have 2 rows like this facing the sun and connected together in parallel so that I'll have all my panels hooked up. According to what I've read on the TriStar manual, this should work. Which means I have to redo the way Joe had hooked up the legs, because in order to hook these together, the wires are too short to have them connect a long ways. Rather than redoing wires and reinventing the wheel, I'll just put the legs on properly so that the wires, the original solar panel wires, can connect to each other properly. And now that I've got some new plugs, some of these were missing or broken on some of the solar panels, I can really get to town and hook these up right. So I'm going to try to get these up today while it's cloudy, and I won't get any big zaps when I'm working. Well, that won't work anyway. This guy is producing 0 volts. This guy is producing 30 volts. Open voltage. I just checked the output, so I have to figure this out. I'm going to have to open up that box and see what's going on inside and see if maybe I can figure it out and hope for the best, because if that doesn't work and I don't have an even number of solar panels, then I can't do this. This was awkward like mad, but using my head to hold the solar panel and the voltmeter, I found out the positive wire was the one not receiving voltage. I put the negative in the end of this plug, and then I probed in here, and I had 30 volts. I probed at the end of the positive wire, and I had nothing. So I discovered it was actually broken off in here, and I disconnected it, I unscrewed it, pulled the wire right out, cut the end, and I found out how this works. I actually never knew this. You push down here and put some pressure down, and it opens that clamp. Wire slips right in, and put the little tension protection there thing, whatever that is up there, and screw this closed. Oops, get it straight. Screw that tight. Actually, this isn't going on right. Well, anyway, I can't do this with one hand. But anyway, this will go in here, inside this here. I have to screw this on, and it's good. I will have a working solar panel. So I fixed it. Well, there's the idea. I'm just going to wire it up first and make sure they're going to work. I've got 3, 6, 9, 12. I've got 120 volts here in this row. And again, they're curved around to catch the sun at different angles and different times of the day for maximum output. And I'm going to do the same with the second array. I'm going to take them down and bring them back over here and put them in order just like this. My biggest concern is wind. The wind can flip these over quickly and destroy them. So the problem, and many have said I should make these mobile. Yes, but if I make them mobile, then the wind will flip them. No matter what I do, the wind can flip these things up. And if I make them too heavy, I can't move them. Plus, they're all connected together. It's hard to make something mobile that's connected together like this, and they're too heavy for me to do as a unit. So I have a little bit of an awkward problem with the mobility issue, but for now, I can always adjust the angle by tilting them a little bit like this. The thing is, though, I'm going to have to stake them to the ground on the back corners. I've already bought that cat chain at the dollar store that one time. I'm going to put down cat and dog, what do you call those tie-down stakes. It's a swivel, it spools into the ground. And I'm going to stake these down with the chain to that tie in the ground stake at each corner. So I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stakes, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of chain. And one stake can tie down 2 panels, and that'll keep them from flipping up in the air, I hope. Yeah, I hate to see these get damaged, and the wind out here is intense sometimes. I keep getting, I mean, everything's blowing in the air out here. So anyway, I'm going to temporarily plug this in and see what happens. I'm going to go inside. When I run the wire before I hook it up, I'm going to run inside, check the charging on the system, come out here, plug it in, run back in and check the charging. It's a uniform gray, so whatever I get is what I'll be getting. And I should hit double of what I'm getting right now. And because it's so gray, I shouldn't have any danger with the voltage spiking and shooting out arcs. So, gotta get to it. Well, success. I went from 2.1 amps to 4.5 amps. About 57 watts it's showing right now. I was pulling in 28 watts and I went up to 57. So I've doubled my power. Well, there's a couple tenths of an amp variation from the time I ran in, came out here, wired it, and ran back in again. But anyway, I've just about doubled my power now. So now I've got to get these up on feet. It's not going to happen today though, because it's getting dark and I've been invited to a Veterans Day free dinner at Olive Garden. So I gotta hurry up and wrap this up. My landlady is taking her husband, who is he needs help because he's injured. He's bedridden, so I'm gonna help him, and therefore I get a free ride to Olive Garden, which I didn't know was offering free dinner today, so that's nice. It's very nice. So I have to dig out my DD214 as well. And well, there it is. Success. I need to get these up off the ground as soon as possible, though. I don't like these sitting here at all. But at least I got power coming in a little bit. I mean, it's not much, but it helps. It helps a little. Well, so much to do and such short days to do it in. Off-grid living is not just kicking back and relaxation. Off-grid living, there's always something to do. There's always something going on. Now, people are going to probably mention my very fine wires. This is 12 gauge speaker wire, but the actual original wires to the solar panels are no bigger. They look fat, but they're not. The actual wire itself is maybe 10 gauge, I think. And these are set up at 120 volts DC, 8 amps. So the wires will handle it just fine for now. I will get some bigger wires later and redo this whole system properly now that I have the right connectors and stuff. So I just hope and pray now I don't get any gusts of winds tonight if I don't get these secured before I have to leave. I'm up on the roof of the new camper, And what they did is they took a piece of plastic and a strip of plastic and they screwed this strip down all the way across on top of this piece, but they left it open, wide open. So I don't know what was the point of that, actually. Is that plastic or aluminum? I'm not sure if that's plastic. No, it's aluminum. They took flashing and put it on there. That's flashing. Well, anyway, I have to find my tar tape to put this down for now, because to take this off is going to be a nightmare. Actually, that's uncured silicone. Wow, they did this months ago and it's not cured yet. They put too much on. But, what a mess. I just need to tape this off for now, because I don't have a lot of time to play around. I have to get this done before it rains again. So I'm just going to tape it down for now and mess with it better next year. But at least I can seal it and let it dry. And that it has to be dried right away inside before any more damage occurs. I've got two boxes here. You can only see the one in front of the other, from Walmart. So it's the same. It's a partial shipment from that same order from the other day. Oh wow. Whoa, I did not expect this. We have Nature Valley chewy protein bars. That actually looks really good. Peanut, almond, and dark chocolate. And we have here Welch's fruit snacks. Very nice. And we got here, oh, I do happen to like a little bit of sweets. Those are actually my, believe it or not, these are my favorite brands. The Kit Kat, Almond Joy, Reese's, and Hershey's. Those are the top. I mean, that's what I grew up with. Look at that. That's nice. Little snacks for on the road. Oh, look at that. Chips Ahoy, Nutter Butter, and Oreos mini packs. That's nice. And Ritz crackers and cheese. Wow, thank you. Thank you very much. And baby has a box if she wants. Let's put it over there. Here, here's your box. Here. Yep, baby's got a box. So here's another one. This is from the same order. I figured I'd just do them all together here. Good fire start materials. Ah, look at this. A Stanley wire cutter. Stanley is no joke. Wire stripper and cutter. Well, thank you. Baby. And baby says thank you for the boxes. Look at the camera, baby. Say thank you. Can you say thank you? Look here. You're looking at me, not the camera's over here. Down here. Look at the camera. Okay, whatever. Baby says thank you in her own words. She's so cute. Well, thank you very much for some more awesome stuff. I'm not exactly sure on this. It's very heavy. It's an international shipment from FedEx. Let's see what we have here. Samples. Somebody had some samples sent to me. Wow butter. Well, let's see what wow butter is all about here. What's this? This is, oh wow, they sent a massive amount of flyers. They said here, I'm curious who put me on the list for the samples. I got a message one day and there was nothing, no information. It just said, I put you on a list. If you see this, let me know who you were. I want to thank you, because I get some curious stuff in the mail. So anyway, it says, thank you for taking the time to contact us and request samples and information to help spread the word, in quotes, about WOW butter to your group members, friends, and families. Got some flyers. Well, definitely, let's see what this is. So there's some flyers on here. There's a sampler box. Oh. Get this out of here. It's heavy. Let's see what we have here. Oops. This is actually quite heavy. Shipped from Canada. Oh, look at that. It's tiny, tiny little things. Oh, it's like peanut butter. Oh, nice. Tastes just like peanut butter. What is it? Toasted soy spread. Wow, how cool is that? Look at that, a whole box, massive box full of peanut butter alternatives. 100% peanut and nut free WOW butter. Well, I'll try it out. If it's good, everybody, I'll let you know. And whoever had this stuff sent to me, I want to say thank you, and please let me know who you were. Send me an email, info@thediyworld.com. Here's a massively heavy package. It says from Thermodyne Systems. I actually have no idea what this is either. It's heavy. It's really heavy. It's a very large box. I'm not sure who Thermoco or Thermodyne Systems are. Oh, I got a lot of shipping. Oh, wow. Oh, this is huge. I don't think there's enough light in here to see what this is. Oh, wow, what the heck? Is that an alternator? This is massive. Oh, I gotta pull my thing back out. This is, I believe, it's another wind turbine here. Oh, that's an alternator. Is that an alternator? Is it a PM alternator? Oh, that's really heavy. Let me see. Thermodyne PMA. Permanent magnet. Oh, it is. It's a permanent magnet alternator. Look at that. That is heavy. So I have here a wind turbine. Oh, there's the blades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blades. These are interesting blades. You can't really see them. I'm going to have to show this in the light tomorrow. Angled. Oh, this has got a lot of hardware. This is heavy, heavy stuff. All kinds of mounting hardware and all kinds of stuff in here. Some brackets, probably for the alternator mounting. This is a heavy kit. Alright, there's some papers in here. Yeah, this is no joke. Oh, wow. Well, I can show you inside the box. This is all solid, heavy stuff. I don't know if my little tower is going to hold this. There's 9 blades. There's a bunch of paper. There's the hub assembly, which is thick and heavy. And there's the tail plate. There's some serious hardware holds the tailplate into place. This is all solid metal. Wow. I didn't know what it was when I was opening the box, but the only reason I know anything about this is I got an email the other day, and I'll put the YouTube name on the bottom here. This is a 600, I think it's a 600 watt wind turbine. This I did not expect, so I was absolutely surprised when I saw this. I've read about these, but I've never had one in my hand. A permanent magnet alternator. That takes some strength to turn. That is some serious resistance in that thing. Those magnets are strong. 600 watt wind turbine. Well, thank you. I'll put your name down here. Thank you very much. This is huge.